Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're going to do the 2026 yearly tarot reading and checking into the energy for next year for all the fire signs. So that would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So let's see what's going on next year for all you fire signs out there. And I'm anxious to see. Take a kind of peek into the next year, what's going on with the energies for you all. So, as always, please hit that like button. When you hit the like button, it helps send it out to more people, which helps the channel to grow and also helps people who need to see this information, such as other fire signs, that they'll get it out in their feed. They'll be able to see it. And please hit subscribe if you haven't already so that you'll get future videos I put out. I am doing these, and I'm also going to do a special video reading at the end, towards the end of the month, right before the winter solstice. It's going to be to cover the winter months for those 3 months. So I'd like to do a special one for the seasons. And also, I just do once in a while, I do special readings. Like I did one a little while ago about Three Eye Atlas. Sometimes I just add special readings in. I'll probably be doing another one about Three Eye Atlas soon because it's supposed to be closest to Earth around mid-December. So I was thinking of doing a special reading later in the month on that one as well. And I do a weekly element tarot reading for the upcoming week every Friday, and then I do the collective ones on Saturday. So let's see what's going on for all you fire signs out there. What is going to be the energy in 2026 for fire signs for the whole year? What is going to be the energy 2026 for fire signs? Okay. See what's going on. Before I continue, I also want to thank all my subscribers. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. So thank you for that and supporting, me and the channel. And also take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because a lot of people be watching this reading. So it's a general reading for all fire signs. So it might resonate with you, it might not. So just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. All right, so let's see what's going on. And at the end of the reading, I'll do a tarot reading first, and at the end we'll do a oracle card, or maybe lately I've been like the last couple readings for 2026, the other two, I've felt really drawn to do two cards, so we might do two for the upcoming year. All right, so we got the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Knight of Wands, Three of Hearts, Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, ooh, and Four of Wands. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So, this is, I don't remember if this was the air sign reading for 26 or the earth signs, but this is definitely kind of similar to that one reading because coming into the year 2026, you're in a place of heartbreak and sadness. And I'm hearing like depression, kind of feeling depressed, melancholy. And I call this this card reminds me, I call it the doom and gloom card. And the reason why I call it that is because when I see that card, what pops in my head is like, like in cartoons when someone's sad and they have a little cloud above their head and it's raining just on them, but it's not raining anywhere else, just on that person. That's how I feel like you've been. And I felt like this is a past position card. So you've already been dealing with these emotions. And I feel like this has been going on throughout 2026 for you. You've been kind of in this melancholy, kind of like depressive, state, just, sadness, heartbreak, a little depressed. Yeah, I keep hearing the word depressed. So a little depressed. And it's been kind of like a long year for you. Um, and I feel because you've been in that energy. So currently going into the year, and we're going into the current, so this will be energy throughout next year. It's like you're coming into a place of lack and scarcity. Because if you look at the folks in this card, you see he's got crutches and they've got rags on, their clothes are falling apart. So they're struggling. There's a sense of loss and scarcity. They don't have everything they need. Um, and I feel like that's been your mindset. Now, maybe this is carried over into your physical, like maybe you physically don't, you're dealing with scarcity on a physical level with pentacles, not having enough to cover your bills or something like that. But I feel like this is more of a mental, in your mental space, your emotional space, feeling lack and scarcity and loss, because especially because you've been dealing with this Three of Swords energy all year in 2025. So I feel like that's part of why you're in this energy. So it could be physically, but I feel like it's more mental, like mental scarcity and loss and lack, than it is on a physical level. But I feel like this is interesting. I feel like in your situation next year, somebody's coming in, fire signs. And it's kind of like see how the horse is galloping, so they're fastly coming into you. They're coming to you quick. And it's kind of like this they have this passionate kind of like energy to them, passionate, like they're charging towards you. They're coming at you fast, and it's passionate, and it's like they have this passionate energy, like an offer coming in for you. So I feel like this is kind of you in the beginning of the year, because you're still in that Three of Swords energy from from 25 going into 26. So I feel like this is more in the beginning of the year, but you're kind of in that mental mindset. But somebody's coming in to give you an offer. And I feel like looking at the rest of the cards, it looks like it's going to kick you out of that sadness, that loss, that heartbreak type of energy. It also looks like you're ending something next year too. And you've been feeling, overburdened, exhausted. I'm hearing the word exhausted. Um, and once again, I feel like it's more emotional and mental, because I'm seeing somebody sitting in a chair and they just feel like they're just kind of like sitting there, and they look really sad. So I feel like it's more of a mental exhaustion, not so much physical. But it could be like emotional and mental exhaustion. That's what I'm feeling. And it's like see how he's putting his weight into it. He's pushing these wands, and he's probably not getting very far with it. So there's a sense of being overwhelmed, exhausted, but you're clearing out a cycle. And it's been a hard cycle. You're at that 10 going on there. So you're clearing it out. And it's part of this cycle. So whatever happened in 25 that gave you heartbreak and sadness and kind of put you in a kind of made you feel a little sad and depressed, it's coming to an end next year in 26. You're clearing that out. And I feel like this person coming in next year for you, fire signs, is gonna help. It's gonna help clear you out of that cycle, help clear you out of that sadness, loss, melancholy. It's going to help clear that out. And I feel like they have an offer for you, and it's like a passionate new offer, something that's going to help you move forward. But it's going to be like something you're passionate about. So it could be something that you're really excited about. You're passionate about it. Something that you'll enjoy. So this is what I have for you, fire signs, in your current energy for 26 are these three cards. And another thing I'm hearing, so this is all happening throughout the year, and it's probably going to, because this reading covers the whole 12 months, I feel like it's going to take the whole year for all of this to manifest. So I really feel like you're coming into the year with this kind of, like scarcity, lack mindset, loss, right? But I feel as the year goes on, you're going to put that behind you, clear out that cycle. And I feel like it's part of it's going to be because of this person coming in, this Knight of Swords. Now, another thing I'm hearing is that the Knight of Swords, or Knight of Wands, I'm sorry, could be you, since you're a fire sign. So this could be you, um, like once you get clear out this cycle next year, and you're clearing that out, it could be you moving forward with something very that you're excited about, something passionate. So it could be somebody coming in, with an offer, or it could be you are the Knight of Wands charging forward with a passion and new idea for yourself and moving forward. So I'm hearing it could be both, depending on your circumstance. It could be either one. So going in towards like the end of the year, going into 2027, there is definitely a new beginning coming your way. And I think it has a lot to do with this, whether it's an idea you're moving forward with, or you're the Knight of Wands charging forward with an idea, moving forward, or it's somebody coming, someone coming towards you with an idea and an offer, but it's going to help you bring in this new beginning. So you've got the universe is here, right? And it's giving you this new beginning. Here's the universe. And this is a nice happy card. You see flowers, you see the little archway here. It's a very nice happy card, but it's a tangible new beginning. Now, it could be materialistic stuff. It could be like, your pentacles, meaning money. So it could be a new beginning, like in a job, or, a new beginning with a business venture or something like that that's going to help build your pentacles that way. But it doesn't have to be. It could be just something, a new beginning that's tangible. So it could be a beginning of a new relationship. It could be the beginning of making changes to your health routine. So as long as it's tangible, it doesn't have to be money. But I feel like, throughout the course of the year, you're going to snap out of this. You're going to snap out of this throughout 26. And by the end of the year, you're going to be in a better place thanks to this energy coming in, fastly coming in. And by 27, you're going to be going into a new beginning. Now, for everyone, it's going to be different. For some of you, this might come in before the end of 26. For some of you, it might be 2027 before it comes in, but it just depends on where you are in the energy. But I'm hearing, okay. What I'm hearing is that it's like you've been through the cycle, is what I'm hearing. You've learned your lessons with whatever this past was, whatever happened in the past. You've learned your lessons. It's kind of like you've been through the ringer, so to speak. And that's why you're feeling like this, but you're closing out that cycle. And it's like you've come full circle. It's like you learned the things you needed to learn, fire signs. You've had the experiences you needed to have. You learned the things you needed to learn so that you can move forward with this new beginning. Because what I'm hearing is this new beginning wouldn't have been able to come in if you wouldn't have had these experiences in the past. Even though it wasn't pleasant to experience, but you had to clear out this cycle. You had to get through all of that before you could move forward into this new beginning. It's like it was trying to come in for you, but it was being blocked because you had to finish that up first, whatever happened in the past. You had to learn some lessons. You had to learn and grow from those experiences. And now it's time to go forward. Because, like Earth life is a school. Basically, while we're on the planet, we're learning and growing all the time, spiritually. So it's kind of like, we have experiences and we have things happen in our life to teach us what we need to learn, what we need to, gather from that experience to learn and grow. And I feel like you've closed out that cycle. You've learned what you needed to learn. So now it's time to move forward. The advice cards I have for you is this. So I got the Hermit here. So, the universe wants you to do a lot of introspection. And I've been seeing this a lot with the readings lately. Like, it looks like the universe really wants us to do a lot of inner work on ourselves, a lot of introspection, paying attention to, taking care of yourself. If you need some time by yourself, if you feel like, you just need to be alone for a while and spend some time alone, or whatever you need to do, but you need to finish healing through this. Okay, whatever happened in 25 that puts you in that energy, and then this. It's like the universe doesn't want you to rush through it. They don't want you to rush. They want you to take your time. They want you to follow your inner light, just like he's following his lantern. Follow your intuition, follow your inner light, and do what you need to do to heal. Like allow yourself time to heal. And that's what you're going to be doing throughout 26. You're going to be allowing yourself time to heal, whether that's maybe, spending some time alone, taking a trip, by yourself, or just, meditating, listening to music, doing exercise, whatever helps to you to heal. But it's going to take time. It's like, I keep hearing, don't rush it, don't rush it. Like, do that inner work, do your introspection. Because what's coming for you, another advice card, this is what's coming. And it's tied into these two cards. So it's tied into this Knight of Wands coming in, right? You've got this new beginning coming in, and this is in the near future, this Ace of Pentacles. So it hasn't happened yet, but it's coming in. But this is going to happen during the course of the year. There's going to be a shift. And it's either, like I said, it's either going to be you, getting healing from what happened in the past, moving forward with like passion and drive to move forward in your life or an idea, or it's somebody coming in that's helping you do that with that Knight of Wands energy. And it's going to help bring this in. And this new beginning, that's the Ace of Pentacles, is going to help bring in this Four of Wands, is what I'm seeing for you. So this is what's coming in. And it could be, I'm hearing it could be another relationship. But if it is a relationship, it could be, okay, it could be a twin flame situation, coming into union, physical union with your twin flame. Or it could be just another relationship, like a strong soulmate relationship. But whoever this is, if this is a relationship coming in, it's going to be way more healthy than what you experienced back here in the past. It's going to be like a new level of relationship. Healthy, there's not going to be any toxic stuff going on or mental mind games or anything. It's going to, healthy and in a much higher vibration than what you've experienced in the past. And I'm hearing like that's going to start really like relationships as we know it and we've been programmed to think are good relationships, we're taking it to a whole new level in the near future. As the earth goes up into the higher dimensions, it's like relationships are going to shift and change. And it's going to be different than what we've experienced in the past because those relationships are going to be a much more higher vibrational level than what we experienced in the past. And if it is a relationship coming in for you, it's like you had to clear out that cycle and learn from the past and learn from, what you experienced in the past, but you need to do your inner healing and your inner work. So when this comes into your life, you're ready for it, but you're ready for it in a healthy place. You worked through all the toxic stuff. You've done, trauma, you worked through your trauma. You've done all that. So when this comes in your life, you're ready for it. I'm kind of feeling like this is really about a relationship, but it could be a job too. This could be like you get a job that you're really passionate about, you're excited about, something you've always wanted. And it's like, you need to heal and be ready for this experience. So maybe, if this isn't a personal, like if it's not a love reading for you, it could be, maybe you had, a past job that was, that left you feeling like this. And you're ending that situation. You're getting a new job, getting out of that situation because it kept you in this type of energy. And, you're charging forward into something new and starting, this, and it could be job related that way. But you're coming to the end of your journey with a new job that's going to be so much better for you. That's going to, be high vibrational, much better work environment, higher pentacles, probably making more money than you did in your past job, stuff like that. But I feel like if this is a relationship, and it could be like committed, because when you look at it, it kind of looks like they're at a wedding. So this card always, when I see this card, to me, it always comes across as like either a very serious committed relationship or like it could be a marriage. So maybe a relationship's coming in for you that's going to end up being in a marriage. So you end up getting married, or at least in a very serious, committed type relationship. But that's what's coming in for you. And like I said, it could be, it could be like a romantic type situation, and I kind of feel like that's what this is in this reading, but it also could be job related too. It just depends on what your situation is. So that's good though, because it looks like 25 was a rough year for you and you went through a lot, but it looks like 25's getting better. It looks like throughout the course of next year, things are going to shift and change, and you're going to end that cycle and move forward. And I'm thinking by 27, depending on where you are in this energy, things are going to really start to take off, and that new beginning is going to come in. So let's see what Archangel Michael has to say. Let's do an art oracle, maybe one or two cards. We'll see, to kind of give you some guidance, fire signs, for next year. So, Archangel Michael, what advice and guidance do you have for fire signs for next year, for 2026? Advice and guidance for fire signs 2026. Okay. Advice and guidance. I keep feeling like to pick two. So I'm going to do two cards. Let's see. What advice and guidance does Archangel Michael have for you? Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. All right. So the two I pulled out for you, fire signs, is explore your options. So if you can see that, it's kind of a glare on the camera. So explore your options, it says, and there's a prayer here at the bottom of the card. It says, Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and assess all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life's purpose. So that could go, next year looks like, he wants you to look at your different options, especially as you're ending this cycle. You're ending things and things are moving forward, and that would be a good time to look at your options. And honor and trust your feelings. And I'm hearing just now that you might have a habit of doubting yourself. Like you get intuitive hits, or you have, you doubt your feelings sometimes. And so Archangel Michael's saying not to do that, to honor and trust your feelings. Trust in how you feel about things. Like, follow your intuition, don't discount it or doubt it, but also trust your feelings about things. Like, give your feelings their due recourse. So allow yourself to feel your feelings, process it, and then move forward. But honor and trust your feelings, don't discount them. And the prayer says, Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. All right, so two great cards from Archangel Michael Oracle deck. And then it looks like, really interesting reading. So just hang in there, because it looks like next year is going to be a big year of change for you, fire signs. But it looks like, you're ending the rough stuff and bringing in, well, let's see, do both of these cards, bringing in something much better. So just hang in there. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. See you soon. Bye-bye.